Coming up on Hawk TV, Northeast President is getting state attention. Hurricane Ian is making its way up the East Coast, and why President Trump is suing CNN. Also, all this plus sports and weather coming up on Hawk TV. Welcome to Hawk TV News. I'm your host, Alex Kasten. The Nebraska Information Technology Commission gets a new member. Dr. Leah Barrett, who is the president of Northeast Community College, is one of 9 members on the board. The Nebraska Information Technology Commission role is to provide advice, strategic direction, and accountability on information technology investments in the state. This is the second appointment in the town of Norfolk. Daniel Spray is also on the board. Dr. Barrett is appointed through April of 2026. The Norfolk Public Library is hosting an open house for an update on roads projects. According to Nick Stevenson, who is the communications manager for Norfolk, will feature information on city roads, city project, Norfolk police expansion, and the master plans for Tahazuka Park improvements, and a new aquatic center on the agenda. If this passes on Election Day, which is November 8th, it will have an additional 0.5% sales tax increase. The open house is set for Wednesday, October 12th from 5 to 7. A Norfolk man was arrested on shoplifting and drug charges. According to Captain Mike Bauer, 35-year-old man Britt Blanchard, who is listed as homeless, was found outside a store on Vicky Lane Saturday after leaving without paying for merchandise and then fleeing from authorities. Captain Bauer says officers recovered the merchandise stolen and also recovered methamphetamine and a glass pipe. Britt Blanchard is currently at the Madison County Jail. A Norfolk man is in jail on charges of criminal trespassing. According to Captain Bauer, 31-year-old Randy Blacktail Deer of Norfolk was trying to enter the first floor of a residence in western Norfolk. The residents noticed the man and confronted him and escorted him out of their home. Randy Blacktail Deer is currently at the Madison County Jail. The western central Nebraska wildfires have been 30% contained. According to AP News Nebraska, Thomas County wildfires have claimed the loss of 1 firefighter and caused multiple damages across the county. This includes the lodges and cabins of the Nebraska State 4-H camp and the observation tower in the NC Ranger District of the Nebraska Forest. The town of Hazley was evacuated and a stretch of Highway 2 in Nebraska was shut down. The fire was man-made, but officials haven't released the details of how it was started. Recently, the Media Arts program was at Husker Harvest Days. I got the chance to interview Great Plains farming equipment. Community College. Today we're at Husker Harvest Days. Today I'm having Tony side by side from Great Plains. So, Tony, what does Great Plains kind of do? And what are
Hey,
they?
Alex. Yep. My name's Tony Whisker. I lead our sales and marketing group out of Salina, Kansas. So we come here to Husker Harvest Days every year for the chance to get around our customers, to get around our dealers, and just to kind of enjoy this harvest time out in the country. And Great Plains started as an entrepreneurial, innovative company in the mid-70s, building a no-till drill, specifically a folding no-till drill, like the one we're standing next to.
Perfect. Well, so what are you guys kind of featuring this year?
Yep. So featuring, we've got a pretty big lot here, and we've got everything in our product line, from the drills where we started, from our compact drills from like 6 feet wide all the way up to the 30-foot one that we're standing next to. We've got a lot of our tillage featured here. We carry a full line of tillage, from a traditional conventional till, like a field cultivator, discavator, also vertical till, like our ultra chisel, or what we call hybrid tillage, which is not true vertical, but more than conventional tillage, like the Terramax behind us. That one actually has an air seeder mounted on the top of it, so you could, while you're doing your tillage pass in the fall, you could also be seeding cover crops.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck the rest of the week.
All right, thank you, Alex.
Thank you so much. Coming up on Hawk TV, Savannah is in with this week's forecast and how Hurricane Ian is causing damage along the East Coast and why President Trump is suing CNN. All this and more coming up on Hawk TV.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
I'm a licensed practical nurse. I work in rehab, long-term care, and assisted living facilities. When I look at my residents, I see my mom, my dad, and I'm giving the respect and the care I would want. We are protectors of our residents. Their safety, their health, and happiness are 3 things that we're working on 24/7. We've taken an oath to do that, but it's in our hearts to do that.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Flace with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. The nicotine in e-cigarettes is addictive and can harm brain development. That's why I worry about teens who try e-cigarettes. Many young people use pod-based e-cigarettes like Juul, which have high levels of nicotine. And because teens' brains are still developing, they can quickly become addicted. The tobacco industry uses fruit and candy flavors to attract young people, often turning them into lifelong users. For more, visit healthychildren.org.
Here's your weather for northeast Nebraska. For tonight, there's a chance of scattered storms, otherwise cloudy skies. Tomorrow, the high will reach up to 74 with under partly cloudy skies with slight chance of scattered thunderstorms. Thursday will have a high of 61 degrees and a low of 32 degrees. Currently, it is 62 here in Norfolk with a chance of showers. For weather, anytime, log on to our website at khwkhawktv.com. Hurricane Ian has left another impact, leaving over 100 dead as the storm made landfall. Hurricane Ian was a Category 4 hurricane, leaving communities destroyed and people homeless. As of Monday, 1,900 people have been rescued. As the storm crossed the Atlantic, 4 people were killed in North Carolina. A missile flew over Japan before landing in the Pacific Ocean. Residents were told to seek shelter for the first time in 5 years. The U.S. is against the recent ballistic missile launch from North Korea, with the 5th launch since late September. Former President Trump is suing CNN for $475 million in damages. In Florida, the lawsuit was filed in federal court claiming CNN influenced to defame Trump by defeating him publicly. The court filing claims CNN attempted to accuse Trump with a series of ever more scandalous, false, and defamatory labels. It also cites Trump for repeated false statements regarding the election of 2020. The SpaceX NASA Crew 5 was supposed to have a historic launch, but delayed because of Hurricane Ian. 4 men and women were set to blast off a Falcon 9 rocket from Kennedy Space Center tomorrow afternoon. The astronauts will arrive at the International Space Station in a Dragon capsule on Thursday and will return in 5 months. The launch is the first involving a Native American woman and the first time Russian cosmonaut has gone into orbit on a SpaceX mission. Coming up on Hawk TV News, Jordan is in for sports. He'll bring you up to date with the Hawks soccer, volleyball, and the latest with the Huskers. You're watching Hawk TV.
I was given a prescription opioid pain medication that lasted a lot longer than the pain itself. And within only a few months, I was completely addicted. I lost everything. And I started to watch my life slip away. These drugs are addictive. One prescription can be all it takes to lose everything.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Yes, I'm a smoker. And yes, I'm aware I should quit. I get pressure from everyone I love, and everything around me.
Smoking is really, really bad for you.
Yet sometimes that pressure alone is enough to make me want to light up.
At 1-800-QUIT-NOW, we get it. With free coaching services and nicotine gum, patches, or lozenges, we're here for you. No lectures, no judgment. Call us at 1-800-QUIT-NOW today.
My dad's a
Welcome to this edition of Sports Focus. I am Jordan Stevens. The number 6 Northeast Community College women's soccer team was home at Veteran Memorial Field for one of their final times during their regular season as they played host to Scott Community College Saturday. The Hawks came out on top by a final score of 11-0. The Hawks maintain their perfect conference record and still have not allowed a single goal in ICCAC play. The Hawks will return to the road at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow in Mason City, Iowa, to their second showdown with North Iowa Area Community College. The number 7 Northeast Community College men's soccer team was once again home in Norfolk as they took on Scott Community College during sophomore day. The Hawks came out on top in the contest by a final score of 9-0. The Hawks were all over the Eagles early and often in a game that might be important to tiebreakers down the line. Northeast will load up as they will begin to face conference opponents for the second time this season, starting with North Iowa Area Community College today in Mason City, Iowa. The Northeast Community College volleyball team played in 3 different matches this weekend around the state of Nebraska. The Hawks fell to Central Community College by a final score of 3-0 in 3 sets, dropped their match to Ontario Community College by a final score of 4-1 in 4 sets, and won their showdown with North Platte Community College by a final score of 3-0 in 3 sets. Kiera Kruzmark totaled 76 assists in 2 contests played on Saturday. Northeast will face an opponent that they defeated earlier this season as they will battle North Iowa Area Community College at 7 p.m. tomorrow in Mason City, Iowa. According to Husker.com, Nebraska heads on the road for the first time in 6 weeks, as it will travel to New Jersey for a Friday evening matchup with Rutgers. Nebraska stands at 2-3 following a 35-21 victory over Indiana at Memorial Stadium last Saturday night. The win was the first for Nebraska under interim head coach Mike Joseph, and even the Huskers' Big Ten conference record at 1-1. Nebraska used a strong performance from its defense and a balanced offense attack to secure the win. Game time from SHI Stadium is set for shortly after 7 p.m. Eastern Time, with FS1 providing national television coverage. According to the Wisconsin football website, defensive coordinator Jim Leonard has been named interim head coach of the Wisconsin football team. UW Director of Athletics Chris McIntosh announced Sunday. Leonard replaces Paul Christ, who was in his 8th season as the Badgers head coach. Leonard is in his seventh season on Wisconsin's coaching staff. This is his 6th year as the defensive coordinator of the team. During that time, he has overseen one of the best units in college football, as the Badgers defense led the community in total yards allowed and ranked 3rd nationally in scoring defense over the last 5 seasons. That is it for this week of Sports Focus. Keely is in next with entertainment.
My dad's addiction and death from overdosing on opioids has taught me it's likely that everybody knows somebody who is struggling with this very problem. Losing my mentor, my best friend. He took one pill too many that ultimately killed him.
You look incredible.
Did you go tanning? Yeah, check it out. Jealous. Best spring break ever. No. You're getting so tan. Finals are the worst. I'm so glad they're over. We need some sun. I can't believe our friends are getting married. She looks amazing. Where's your tan? We can't go tanning anymore. Doctor's orders. It's melanoma. I'm stage 3.
Melanoma is the second most common cancer for young women, 15 to 29. Protect yourself. Protect your friends. Stop tanning. Learn more at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
I have a voice and the freedom to express it.
I have my faith as a freedom of religion.
I find the truth and have the freedom to share it.
I have a cause and the freedom to peacefully assemble.
I have a concern and the freedom to petition my government.
Think first. Know your 5 freedoms of the First Amendment. Go to thinkfirstamendment.org to learn more.
Good evening, my name is Keely Peck and I am here today with entertainment news. Ed Sheeran is currently being sued for $100 million after a judge ruled out that a jury should decide if his famous song, Thinking Out Loud, has copied elements from the 1973 R&B song, Let's Get It On. Sheeran was first sued for this same accusation in 2016 by the family of the late Ed Townsend, who was a co-writer of the 1973 song, and that case is still pending. This news case is by Structured Asset Sales, which owns a 1/3 stake in Townsend's copyrights. No trial date has been set yet, but the public is already picking on sides of who is in the right and who is in the wrong. Game of Thrones House of the Dragon viewers are upset over scenes they think are too dark to see in the series' latest episode. Driftmark was released last night and featured scene shots at night where it could be hard to tell exactly what was going on. This isn't the first time there's been outrage over scenes being too dark in Game of Thrones. The original series' final season had an infamous episode that drew major complaints to it being too dark to tell what was happening as well. HBO tweeted the dimmed lighting was an intentional creative decision. Today is National Taco Day, and on a Tuesday no less. This day goes back to when Taco Bell created an advertisement campaign on this day in 2009. National Taco Day has only been on a Tuesday in 2011 and 2016 since the campaign, so go enjoy this National Taco Tuesday before having to wait until 2033, when this day will be on a Tuesday once again. Today is Patrick Starr's birthday, or rather the person who voices him. Actor Fagerback was born on October 4th, 1957, which makes him 65 years old today. He also co-starred in the TV series Coach as Dabber Dabby, and played Frosty the Snowman in the 2005 film The Legend of Frosty the Snowman, along with many other films and shows, but he is well known as the iconic voice of Patrick Starr. Happy birthday! Thank you for joining us on Hawk TV News. Join us next time on October 25th at 5 p.m. for our next show. Have a great night and go enjoy a taco.